Chinese President Xi Jinping has met with foreign ministers of the Shanghai Cooperation Organisation in Beijing. Mr. Xi urging member states to stay focused and play a more proactive role amid a turbulent and evolving global landscape.
成功走出了一条顺应时代潮流、契合各方需求的区域合作道路，树立起新型国际关系的典范。 中方始终把上海合作组织作为周边外交优先事项，致力于把组织做实、做强。
Those attending talks include the top diplomats of Russia, India, Pakistan, and Iran. President Xi Jinping earlier held a meeting with Russian Foreign Minister Sergey Lavrov. The pair discussed a number of issues, including an upcoming trip by Russian President Vladimir Putin to China in September. State media also reporting that President Xi highlighted the need for Beijing and Moscow to strengthen mutual support and to unite countries of the global south. Indian External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar also says he spoke with the Chinese leader in Beijing, discussing the development of bilateral ties. And for more, we're joined by Neha Poonia reporting live from New Delhi and Dasha Chernyshova reporting live from Moscow. Now, Neha, let's go to you first. What is Indian Foreign Minister Jaishankar hoping to achieve from the SAO meeting with the other foreign ministers?
Well, this is his first visit to China in 5 years, and the first time since that deadly border clash, which was the highest point of conflict between the two countries since they fought a war in the early 1960s. But the message that the Indian foreign minister is clearly delivering is that India wants to look forward. He's spoken of the need for both sides to have a stable relationship, a forward-looking relationship, and also called for the continued normalization and de-escalation since that border standoff that happened in 2020. This is the third high-level minister that's traveling to China this month. It's been a big month for India-China engagement. You first had the National Security Advisor and the Defense Minister traveling to China. Both similarly expressing, a positive attitude towards the rapidly normalizing relationship between India and China. A big change of tone and tenor from last year. But since President Xi and Prime Minister Narendra Modi met last year, there's certainly been an agreement on both sides to try and, reset ties. And that's what we're seeing here. You also had Dr. S. Jaishankar speaking a short while ago at the SCO meeting, where he said that it's imperative that the SCO remain true to its founding objectives, which is to take an uncompromising position on terrorism. Of course, a reference to that attack in Indian-administered Kashmir that India has blamed Pakistan for. Pakistan's foreign minister also attending this forum, and it's the first time that the two ministers are meeting like this in the aftermath of that military conflict between New Delhi and Islamabad. But India also calling for countries that are part of the SCO to respect each other's territorial integrity and sovereignty. So while he's also talking about normalizing ties with China and moving forward, also reminding China that that is a position India is going to continue to hold, particularly on the issue of border disengagement.
Now, Dasha, let's go over to you now. What kind of outcome is Moscow hoping for from the meeting, especially amid the ongoing Western pressure over its war with Ukraine?
Well, indeed, we are seeing the Russian Foreign Minister Sergey Lavrov's trip for the SCO events taking place against the backdrop of US President Donald Trump announcing the 50-day deadline for Moscow and Kiev to reach a deal, and the threats of 100% tariffs of secondary sanctions as well for those who are trading with Russia. So certainly for the Russian Foreign Minister, it is a very important visit in which he will be trying to garner as much support support as possible to assure his colleagues that Moscow is still a reliable partner and to ensure that there are logistics for continuing the trade flows. The Russian foreign minister had a meeting with the head of China, Xi Jinping, Mr. Xi, saying that Moscow and Beijing should be even furthering their relationship and improving even deeper their bilateral cooperation and support on the multilateral platforms. He also has urged Moscow and Beijing to continue to implement the arrangements that the two sides have already made. So basically that means that the two are now working on deeper cooperation and trying to find the ways which will be allowing the two countries to continue trade in national currencies despite any possible international pressure and any possible international sanctions. Sergey Lavrov, actually, following those meetings in China, has also said that it is very important now to understand what has led to the U.S. President Donald Trump's decision to impose that 50-day deadline, and also stressing that we've been there before. We have seen 24 hours, we've seen 100 days, now we are seeing another 50 days. So certainly the Russian foreign minister trying to reassure his colleagues in China that the trade and their cooperation will continue as usual and will be even deeper.
Dasha, Neha, thank you so much for those updates. That was Neha Poonia reporting live from New Delhi and Dasha Chernyshova reporting live from Moscow.